This is my middle-aged castle. This is the gatehouse, which is at the beginning, and it's on the drawbridge. And then if you go through here, then you're gonna get to the preparation room. And right there is where the weapons are kept. And right next to it is where, when the knights would get changed, they would get the armor would get cleaned with water and sand. So that's where it is. This is King James' room, and he has a bigger bed than most because he's more important. He also has a chest full of gold, which is, yeah, a lot of gold. There's a lot of paintings in here too, art, Middle Ages. This is my dungeon, and right there is a murder hole where they used to torture prisoners. And this is where the peasants stayed when the manor was being attacked by invaders, and they would all come to the castle and stay because to be protected. This is where people prayed at the prayer room or the chapel, and there's crosses in here. Another painting. And right here, these are arrow holes. When they would be fighting in the Middle Ages, that was one of the things to keep them safe. And this is where the knights stayed. And they have beds, and next there are chests with swords and armor and all that stuff. And more arrow holes where they would be protected. Right there's a extra chest of extra armor and tools. And right here is a lookout tower. They would usually have one or two guys stand on there. Or no, not one or two guys. They would have a couple guys stand in here to just look out for enemies coming. This is pole vaults, and pole vaults were used to help stand up big buildings like castles and cathedrals. This is where a blacksmith would come to make their tools. They have a little bed in here, and this is how they make a tool. They would just craft it, and this is one thing you can make. It's stairs. And that's what the blacksmiths would do. There's the gatehouse again. Right there's a flying buttress, which was another architectural feature to keep the building up. Right there is a moat. I'm gonna try to get a better view of it. Yeah, and there's the moat. And when people or when invaders would try to invade the castle, they tried to mine underground, and the moat prevented them from doing that. And when they would dig underground, the moat would just pour water on them and they'd eventually die. There's a 3-layer castle wall, and it has brick in the inside and cobblestone on the outsides. So, to prevent invaders. And there's the drawbridge, which would close.